This week, I think the interesting thing is that, historically in Oklahoma, when you look at the coaches on the wall over there, they've relied on Cushing, Stillwater, Perry, Blackwell, and Ponca, and I'm sure we'll come out number one ranked in our recruiting class this year. But a big reason for that is 4 guys south of Oklahoma City. I'm not sure what's happening up here, but I can tell you down there, Tuttle and Comanche and even the strength of Texas is coming. So we signed 2 guys from Tuttle and one kid from Comanche and the top recruit from Dallas. And those 4 really made up, and there's a couple more, and I don't want to exclude the kid from Nebraska, but those 4, was a big part of this class, and that's really rare. I mean, that's never happened in my career, but I got to give credit to Tuttle and just the mentality of the kids coming out of there. They're just. It's not about winning state championships. It's about being something much more, and that's all you can hope for. I can understand that. That's who I was coming out of Del City. About half the guys up there in my room, that's the way they were when they came out of their high school, So it's just good to see that level, people thinking, much more than just a state championship, and that's why this class is so good. Is those 4 kids south of Oklahoma City.
Obviously, a lot of guys point out all those highly ranked guys, but you also brought in someone from Louisiana who,
Charles.
You don't see a lot of wrestlers coming from down that way at the D1 level.
No, and he's a good kid. He's going to have several state championships under his belt. He's a smart kid. He's going to come in on a lot of academic aid. Not cost us hardly anything because of what he's done with his ACT and his grades, and he's come to camp every year, and he's going to be a contributor to this program, and he's excited about being here. So, we signed a kid out of Illinois, and the kid from Nebraska is going to be our future in those lower weights. The kid from Illinois, leads the rushing title right now in football in the state of Illinois, number 1 rusher. He's kind of young and inexperienced at wrestling. I want to say, kind of maybe compare him to somebody coming in like a Boyd or something, where he hasn't been exposed to that much. He's played 3 and 4 sports, and that's what I like about this kid is that he has done a number of sports, So I will say this, that I think he's got a big upside, and he knows how to compete.
You gonna try to keep Gundy away from some of those multi-sport guys?
Well, I don't know. I mean, thank goodness this guy only weighs about 160 pounds.
One thing in hearing what these recruits had to say, the power of John Smith, the power of what you did as a wrestler continues.
Yeah.
That's got to make you feel good. I mean,
Well, you
it's
hope
strong.
so. And just, they got a lot of examples too in our country right now with some of our athletes. So wrestling continues to improve at the college level. I mean, if you've been around long enough, that there was a time when there was 4 or 5 teams that could rule everything in dual meets, but now you're seeing teams that are in top 10 losing to teams that are ranked out of the top 30. That does exist. The parity exists, and it's here. And you got to have great recruiting classes to stay in the middle of this thing. And it was a good thing that we did our job this year. Okay, thank you.